So for me, this training has been immensely self-transformative. I think I've broken through multiple barriers: physical instability, emotional rigidity, expanding my mental capacity. It's been so immense, it's so hard to put in words how many barriers I broke through.
Back home, I've never learned yoga before. I never thought I would ever be a yoga teacher. But seeing the way that the yoga's taught here, it really impacted me quite deeply. Like, it's so precise, scientific the way that it's taught. And there's such a strong emphasis on the inner dimension.
So the way my body has changed is overall I'm just a lot more at ease in my body, and I just don't notice my body anymore. It's no longer a burden. I used to feel so lethargic and heavy, but in the program I've lost about 11-12 kilos. But beyond just how I look, it's how I feel. I just feel so much lighter and nicer and more at ease in myself. So this is my first experience doing practices in consecrated space. I didn't know what to expect. Sometimes when I'm doing practices, I don't have the best discipline or my mind will wander. But what I noticed is different in the Alayam is I just had intense focus and discipline. And my mind was incredibly still when doing the practices, and it was so conducive. The energy here just supports you and uplifts you during your Hatha Yoga practice.
Doing sadhana in Adi Yogi Alayam is a completely different dimension, I would say. Because like I have been practicing yoga from like last 3.5 years. But I never experienced such deeper state of meditation, meditativeness, or even if I'm doing my asanas, it is on a completely different level.
One of the most beautiful aspects of being part of this training is the ashram is located at the foothills of Velangiri Mountains. Once in a day I would get lost in the mountains, or looking at the coconut trees, or while doing the practices looking at the 5 peacocks and the peahens that have hopped outside playing around in the monsoon rain. So I am a city girl. I don't think I will be anymore. I've been truly imbibed in the nature that's surrounding the ashram. And
I have studied in some premier institutes. I have even done some business courses in Harvard Business School. But the training which I received here is unparalleled, because it not just covers the training aspect. It is very holistic in nature. It also supports my growth as a human being. And how do I develop myself so that I can offer. The whole teaching is more a transmission rather than a teaching.
I feel prepared to teach Hatha Yoga right now. In the beginning of the program, I thought, how is it possible that I'm going to be a teacher in 5 months? I didn't really think it could happen. But I decided to trust the process and just come and do everything that was needed each day. And now I feel like today I could teach a class. Like, the support that they've given us is everything that we need. And we're all so well equipped today to just go out and start teaching, I feel.
They've prepared us for everything. They've prepared us for the best and the worst. They've prepared us for every possible situation that could possibly come up. And to think that I would go out, I would wear that uniform, I would sit and I would be able to speak Sadhguru's words. I would be able to give Sadhguru's tools to these people, and they would benefit from it just like how I have. To see the changes that I have seen in myself, in other people, I think that would be a little bit overwhelming for me.
so being in this space with over 160 participants from all over the world and watching them do their practices and go through the training with utmost dedication just melts your heart completely. I think I've made a lot of friends, and I think we all went through this very tough training together.
So one thing for me is I've never opened up about myself to many people outside, like the way I've opened up in this training, especially my limitations and my shortcomings. I've shared so many things about myself I've generally not done even with my closest of family. So this is mainly because of the trust that's been here in this atmosphere. So that helped me in terms of how I'm able to interact with other people.
Now it's like I have a family which is approximately 200-300 people in that. Initially I just had a family of 5 to 6 people, and now it has been like extended family. That's what I have. When the teachers tell us like don't sit with someone whom you know, there is no one whom I don't know. So it is like they are very close to me right now, and definitely this connection will be there for my entire life.
Some of the memorable moments for me are the trips. Very amazing experience, because other than that, we always spend time in either doing our sadhana and the training aspects. But this is a time where, in terms of, we all will be get together and know each other and share space, and being part of that, it opens up a different kind of dimension within me.
The amount of attention and the amount of care that the volunteers and the teachers have, put into each and every aspect, I could not have gone through this, without their support. The fact that they were able to put everything in their lives aside to make all of this happen for us, it's just, I'm so filled with so much gratitude. They took care of everything from the minute we woke up to the minute we go to sleep. And they did it with such ease, behind the scenes, without, any complaint whatsoever, always with a constant smile on their faces. The most crucial aspect of this training has been the teachers and the volunteers for me. How they just give themselves for you to grow. Nowhere else on this planet you're going to find such beings filled with compassion, motherly love, all of it just for you to grow. I think the teachers and the volunteers are the pillars of this training. When I'm emotionally distressed or I'm physically not able to do anything, and what they see in me is what I couldn't see in myself. And it's because of the teachers and the volunteers that I've been able to scratch through the surface of who I truly am. Only with their support that I can now embark on this journey to discover myself.
So being with Sadhguru throughout the program, whether it's been in his physical presence or just watching the videos, it felt like he was always there for us, whatever happens.
Everything that I have experienced, and really all the changes and the transformation that I have seen within myself, has been because he has been there every step of the way. I just feel like he's always been teaching me to break the next limitation, break the next barrier, presenting me with situations that I know that I have to overcome. That aspect has been really overwhelming for me, and I really bow down to him because I have constantly felt his presence throughout. And whenever I needed it, whenever I needed that lesson, he's always been there to present that to me.
Like never before, distortions are also happening to yoga. Serious distortions, most ridiculous distortions are happening. So at a time like this, going out in the world and offering, mark my words, I'm saying offering. Offering classical Hatha Yoga is a very significant and an important thing to do, because the populations on the planet are showing interest, but to provide the genuine thing is a tremendous responsibility. Yoga means, in a way, you're trying to marry the cosmos, union with the cosmos. You should not take yourself seriously, but because of what you offer, other people should take you seriously. You take yourself seriously, then your partner cosmos. You're a ridiculous fool when you have a partner like that, no matter how smart you are, isn't it? So that's what yoga means, you're trying union with… So don't ever think you're too smart, you're stupid, but that's what is good about you. Because you know. Most other idiots do not know. That's a big thing. The difference between being intelligent and stupid is just this. An intelligent person knows that he's stupid, an idiot does not know that he's an idiot. That's the whole problem. Yoga means you constantly realizing, because you're constantly enhancing your perception. As your perception becomes keener and keener, you're constantly enhancing. If you have to constantly enhance, you must clearly understand that you don't know a damn thing. Otherwise, the moment you think, I know, you will stop. That means no yoga. The day we have produced, let's say, 10,000 classical Hatha Yoga teachers who are actively on in the world, after that, this will become the standard. That's all we need to do. So, you must live and offer this in such an inspiring way. Anybody who sees you should want to do it this way. They must understand the reason why we are taking so much care. For future generations on this planet, it's very important that this science is preserved in its pristine form, not in some crazy ways of doing things.